I got a question.
Huh?
Can you listen to a rapper if you found out he been sucking dick since he was 14?
Nah, he been sucking dick since he was 11,
Since he was
up
11?
until he was
From
14.
11 to 14?
he had a 3-year
Can
stretch.
you still ride around and like bump his music?
What is he rapping about?
Giving head on the
Oh
record.
my God!
You heard the record, right?
Yeah.
I heard the
And
record.
then he sang it in auto tune, and he doubling.
I gave my
that.
cousin
He
head.
didn't rap about sucking dick.
He was
sang
sang
about
auto
sucking
tune
dick.
sang about it.
It's kind of crazy.
Listen, Kanye, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, I
got it, bro. You
I
got
really
it.
feel sorry for Kanye, to be honest with you. Like,
I don't.
I do. I'm gonna tell you why I feel sorry, because I
Do you,
understand.
do you think it's true? Number one.
Yes, it's definitely true.
Or do you think it's like a cry for attention?
No. I think it's true. He actually, yeah, he
think
actually
it's
did
true?
that. No man come out and say
Crying for attention by saying you're
this.
sucking dick
Yeah,
is
it's wild.
crazy.
Yeah.
If it's not true, that's crazy.
Yeah. To me, I feel sorry for Kanye because, like, my mom is my best friend. And I understand if that were to happen to me, I know I will be a different person. Now, I don't know if I'm going to go off the deep end like Kanye,
His
but
mom was alive when he was sucking dick.
Bro. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, where were you
and we didn't know this information until she died.
Where were you going with that?
What I'm saying
I
is,
understand what you're
yeah,
saying.
what I'm
Whose man's is this?
what I'm
Nah,
saying
hold on,
is,
I want to let
yeah,
him
what
land.
I'm saying is, like, when you look at Kanye before his mom died, he kind of, he had kind of like a purpose, and he wanted to stand on certain things, and then his mom died. He got rid of I think Alicia or Leska, whatever the fiance was. And he went Amber Rose, he went porn stars, he went Kim, he went crying out, he went drunk to the Grammy. He's like screaming for attention and love, and he doesn't have that. And so he's like, the Kardashians, they were supposed to be my family, they let me down. Jay-Z's supposed to be my family, he let me down. Pusha T and them, y'all supposed to be. He's just looking for love, and no one's there to, I mean, he's erratic. Don't get it
See
wrong.
what happens when you turn your back on the black queens?
Man, it was his mom. It's all he knew. He had no other sense of tribe besides his mom.
I agree with that.
Yeah, because I read her book, Raising Kanye, and she's the reason, just like Afeni Shakur, she's the reason why they are what they are. So what, like, Kanye's mom was like, I didn't raise Kanye to be like fall in line and be a foot soldier. I raised Kanye to ask questions. So when we were in elementary school, Kanye would get in trouble. The teacher would be like, all right, everybody, let's go to the bathroom. And Kanye would say, why do we have to go to the bathroom? And so I would have these parent-teacher conference meetings, she said, with these parents. She's like, Kanye, he just won't follow directions. She's like, well, I raised him to never follow directions. Always ask, why are we going there? Tell me. So all you're seeing him now is play out this without her coaching, without her tutelage. Just say, Kanye, all right, you're doing a little too much. And he's just going off the rail, and no one can bring him back. And he's destroying his legacy.
I'm not gonna lie. All them people out there, they'd be like, it's a cry for help. It's this, it's that. Yo, he showed us multiple times who he is in different capacities in different situations. I just want to forget that he existed. I like
That's
a couple
sad.
of I like
That's
a couple
sad.
of his
Well,
earlier
what do you
albums.
feel about
That's
his
sad.
mental
No,
health
I'm
diagnosis,
sad.
like his diagnosis? What do you feel about
Yeah,
that? Like, you
he's
can't
mentally
take
ain't right.
somebody. Yeah, you can't take. You see someone on the street and they, speaking to themselves and all of that stuff. Are you going to be upset with them for the things
Yeah.
that they say?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna be upset with them for the things that they say.
It's
but
because you had this mental thing in your mind with who Kanye was to you.
Yeah.
And he broke.
no, it's not even that. I feel like people always make him a part of the conversation. I feel like if he needs to get help, go quietly get help. Go seek whatever you need.
The person on
But
the
I-
corner
but I-
don't
but I-
go and just say, all right, I need help. Somebody help me. No, someone usually has to intervene, or it has to get to rock bottom. Kanye isn't as whole and as sane as you think he is. He's going through a lot, and
What's
he's
his diagnosis?
I think
Bipolar.
bipolar.
Do you think as of late, though, he's been getting ignored by the media?
Yes.
I think he should be
I
ignored
think-
by
yeah.
the media.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that I
I
think
think
that's
he
a
should be
collaborative effort from the industry to just like let him run on the treadmill, and that's why he's just getting wilder and wilder and wilder, and no one's responding.
But let me ask you a question, honestly. We saying this because it's Kanye.
Yeah.
Do you have somebody that you personally know that keep going off the ledge and like I have somebody that was a close friend of mine in my life, right? And they was going through something. I'm not gonna like say the details of it on camera, but it's like a known person that was going through something very public, very bad, and people spent like years trying to help them.
Okay.
And they ended up doing a bunch of like maniacal stuff to everybody around them to the point it was like, yo, we can't help no more. We wanted to help, but you done took money, you done did this, you done did that, you done backstabbed people. And it might have, like the root of it might have been something sad, and we tried to help. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like everybody made a decision to like, yo, we did everything we could. We've exhausted our resources. At this point, it is what it is. And it's sad, but that's also how I kind of feel about Kanye. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about what he got going on, because I feel like he does ridiculous shit on top of everything. I feel like he be playing in our face too. And I don't know, like, I don't know the ins and outs of bipolar disorder to say like, oh, like this specific thing is clinically proven to show up in this many people and stuff like that. I just don't want to hear about him no more.
He's the biggest superstar that self-sabotages legacy.
I'm sure it was somebody back in the day that we forgot about.
Not like
in the
this,
60s or
love
something.
it.
Britney Spears.
What
Britney
Britney
Spears.
do? She ain't really do nothing to self-sabotage her legacy. They
This is a question.
They had to put her on a family plan.
They still love her though, even if
Not
she
the
go
phone
crazy
family
dancing.
plan.
Not the
I don't think
family.
that's what it's
Yeah, I'm
called.
like,
Yeah,
the
family
phone
plan.
company. What's going on? She pay her bill.
Yeah, I
A
just
family.
think, I think I don't want y'all to stop laughing because I'm like trying to be
Oh
serious.
Lord.
Say
Nah.
what's on
So
your
why
mind,
would
man.
you lead it with laughter?
Because I just know it sounds crazy,
Okay.
but I think him coming out saying he was sucking dick kind of explains it all.
I think we're
It's like
missing.
yo, I think once you come to grips with that, like that's crazy.
Now you're like, now I can see why he's even more crazy now.
I can see
Yeah.
everything makes sense after that.
Bro,
Yeah.
we're
That's what I'm
leaving
saying.
out molestation because he was older than the relative that he did it to.
He was older.
Yeah, he was
Right.
the older of
That's
the two.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like
So we're leaving out he molested
he
his
molested
own
him,
incest.
but it wasn't really molested. They were still young. They both was underage.
Bro, you took advantage of a nigga that's younger. It's molestation.
But both of you are minors.
But both of you are minors though.
so
I don't
it's
know.
not
So they were
molestation.
11 and 6.
11 and 14.
Was it
How old
6?
was
He said, I thought it, yeah,
He's 6?
he said he introduced him to the magazines when he was 6, his little
Yeah.
cousin when he was 6.
Yeah.
So he didn't say when it started, but they started to act it out
No,
once he
from
showed
when
him
he
the
was
magazine.
11 till he was 14, he did it to his. He,
Regardless, it's crazy. But I think that kind of explains like the overcompensation that he does.
The bravado.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, yo, I gotta be with this freaky bitch.
She's
Yeah,
naked.
yeah,
You
yeah.
see
She's
me?
naked.
Chau-
You see me?
Chauvinism.
I like bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I got a question for you, right?
He probably make that into a
See,
shirt.
y'all-
I can see him making that
It was
into a
him
shirt.
holding back the laughter. though.
Yeah,
it was him,
Like,
right?
I don't want y'all to laugh.
Yo, I got a question
he
for you,
starts
Ray.
dying.
That's his new
Hey,
shirt.
shit.
Crazy,
Ray,
son.
look, so what you said makes sense, right? But what if it was proven that he made it up? Then what would you say?
But he
He just made it
he's
up.
lying about
makes that
sucking
up?
dick.
Yeah. What would you say?
Then he's
What do you have to say about it?
Then
if
that
that's the truth?
debunks that statement you just made.
What does that mean then?
I don't know what it means, my nigga. Son,
That's what I'm saying. I don't even want to think about what he got
I've been
going on. I don't even
confused
care
about
no
Kanye.
more.
Listen, I think Kanye's a dope producer.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them people who think he's like a super mega genius. I think he makes dope shit sometimes, and sometimes he makes bullshit. And sometimes I fuck with him, sometimes I don't.
You know what I believe?
But I don't like. I feel like a lot of shit he does is like very intentional. You can't call somebody a genius and then at the same time say they don't know what they're doing. You have to pick. Either he's a genius or he don't know what the fuck he's doing.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And I think the man is pretty sharp. You know what I'm saying? He showed us on plenty of occasions that he's sharp.
This is what I'm saying.
So,
This
to
is
me,
why
it's
I
like- it's just
don't
like, yo,
wanna
dog,
pay it
you-
no mind.
You doing
You playing.
you playing games, my nigga.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I'm not going as far as saying like I wish the nigga never.
Y'all was looking at me like I was crazy.
Like a-
No, I'm saying I don't want to go as far as say I wish he never.
No, I just
exists.
don't want to.
Like,
I just want to ignore his existence now. is what I'm
now.
saying.
That's what they doing.
He's not my family, never. He's not. He's a celebrity.
That's what they doing.
And I'm never okay with fucking with the kids, man. Like
I'm gonna
mentioning
just tell you this.
mentioning Jay-Z kids and shit is crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
That's
I'm never-
inexcusable.
Yeah.
That's
I'm never
that's
cool
what I'm
with that. That's
saying.
crazy.
Like
I'm gonna just
Leave the
end
kids
it
out
off
of
with this real quick. Beautiful butt naked big titty women just
don't
They
fall
don't
out the
fall
sky,
out the
you know.
sky, my nigga.
That song is fire.
But
bro.
don't quote me.
That song is fire.